Howdy folks, we're outside of 2965 Sandy Plains Road here in Marietta, Suite 100. And now this place looks like it's a defunct beauty supply store, going to be a vape store. But from 2016 to 2019, it was East Cobb MMA, a gym I owned. This video is neither for or against owning an MMA gym, but if you're thinking about starting one, it might be helpful for you to watch this video. This was my experience running it and operating an MMA gym. So before we get into MMA though, I have a backstory. For the last 23 years, I've been a graphics and web designer by trade. Check out jeremiahclaybrooks.com, see samples of my work. But I worked for companies over the years, and I've also done freelance design pretty much the whole time. But 21 years ago, I fell in love with martial arts in addition to this. Specifically Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai kickboxing, the fundamental disciplines of mixed martial arts. Please check out my other video, Jiu-Jitsu Addiction, and watch a whimsical rendition of my love affair with Jiu-Jitsu. Anywho, in 2012, the economic downturn finally got to me, and the company I worked for terminated my position. So instead of finding another company, I decided to start my own design business. So a few years went by and things were going okay, but I was struggling to find time to train martial arts. So in 2016, at that point, I earned the rank of black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai kickboxing under Sifu Eddie Camden of the famed Tiger Academy. And since I wasn't getting enough hours in the gym, making it to Alpharetta Roswell area, I started inviting friends to train in my garage. So before long, we had a nice little garage crew going. And simultaneously, I was getting really burnt out working from home on my design business. So the combination of me wanting a place to host my design business and having a place close to my house to train martial arts at, I had the bright idea of starting a martial arts gym so I could teach martial arts there at night and run the design business there by day. So in November of 2016, I acquired a small space that was formerly a barber shop, and I started East Cobb MMA. It was actually originally called East Cobb Martial Arts. So East Cobb is a part of Atlanta where me and my family live in Marietta. So except for two family members who made a small investment in a gym, they know who they are, and I'll be eternally grateful for them forever. Thank you for that. I bankrolled the gym myself. That put a lot of pressure on me from the start. Although the space was in rough shape and needed a total rebuild out, I wasn't worried about it because I'm pretty handy, and one of my future students and friends was a contractor. Shout out to Damon Grimaldi of Handiworks. Check out handiworks.com for all your home repair needs. The build out was challenging but fun. I was able to maximize the space by implementing a system where the heavy bags were on rails and could be easily moved in and out of the way for grappling time. So when it was all said and done, I was really happy with the way it turned out. We worked our butts off on it. And in March of 2017, the gym was open for business. So there are a few learning curves opening a brick and mortar business. For the most part, it went pretty smooth. I taught all the classes, did all the marketing, sales, cleaned the gym. It was a lot of work. I felt the gym was a good balance of solid training, but all the while keeping it fun and light. I was really happy with the culture of the gym that we created. I felt like it was more of like a martial arts commune where all the students felt like they had ownership of the gym. I was really proud of that. I also enjoyed getting out of the house every day to do my design business. The days were long. I'd get there in the morning and do 8 or 9 hours of design work, and then shift into gym mode, teach all the classes at night, get up the next morning, clean the gym, and start all over. So in a marketing effort to raise awareness of the gym, one of my students, shout out to Dapper Dan, worked at a local TV station. So I was able to get on a local morning show and promote the gym. Brought my daughter along with me, and it went great. If you'd like to watch that whole video, that's also another video on my channel. So there were many good times at the gym. We hosted our kids' birthday parties at the gym. We watched fights there on the weekends, during the coldest winter nights and the hottest summer nights. We'd go in there, and it was like our own gymnasium, our own fun house. Me and my family have sleepovers there, and we'd use a giant play area and a movie theater. There were a lot of fun times. I'll always cherish those moments. But from a business standpoint, the gym grew, but it was slow. When you're managing two businesses, there's only so much time in the day. So it's very difficult to have one foot in on a project. You have to be all in on one thing to make it successful. And I learned that the hard way. So about 18 months into the gym, the cost of healthcare forced me to seek a full-time position with an established company. So I had to shut down my design business and take a sales job, which is how I was okay with. I've really enjoyed my sales career the last several years. The job and the income were great, but it really started to take a toll on me when it came to the gym. It's one thing to work at the gym with the design business and seamlessly transition into a martial arts mode at night to teach classes at the gym. But it's another thing entirely to work off-site and try to race back to the gym to get classes started on time. That really started to take its toll on me. So it was the beginning of the end for the gym. So as 2019 approached, the gym was doing okay, but behind the scenes, I was secretly working myself to death. I missed my daughters. They took classes at the gym and the kids' classes, but at 6 o'clock when the kids' class was over, the adults started trickling in. I wanted to cry because I knew that was the only time in the day I'd see my daughters. And when soccer season started, I felt like I never saw them. It just broke my heart. So after 3 years of trials and tribulations, in November 2019, I made the most difficult decision of my professional life and decided to close East Cobb MMA. It was tough for the students who I grew to love like family. It was really tough letting them go. I thought I was going to take this group of exceptional people from white to black belts in both styles, like I did with my coach. But hopefully I at least introduced them to martial arts enough to where they go on and find a gym they could train at for years. The martial arts have done wonders for me, and hopefully they experience the same thing training at the gym I created. It just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately, though. When you're left with a choice between your family and a business, you're always going to choose your family. So owning a martial arts gym just wasn't my destiny, unfortunately. I do have a strong passion for the martial arts, and who knows, maybe in a different time or under different circumstances, perhaps the gym could have been a lifelong career. However, I never set out to be a martial arts gym owner. It was just an opportunity of circumstance. But part of the sadness of closing a gym was it wasn't a failing business. After the first year, we were profitable, and the week I closed, I was still turning away folks that wanted to sign up. I will say, though, the closing of the gym couldn't have came at a better time because I closed it in November of 2019, 4 months before the pandemic hit, and that coronavirus wiped out a lot of many established martial arts gyms. And for me, for our small gym, it would have been devastating, so I'm very thankful for that. All in all, I don't see the gym as a failure. It made me tough, and if I can endure working 14 hours a day for 3 years straight, I can pretty much handle anything that comes my way professionally these days. So I learned a lot about the business. I made some great friends, and I'll always cherish the memories I had at East Cobb MMA. I consider myself incredibly lucky. Since the closing of the gym, my life has bounced back 100% professionally. I have a fulfilling career in sales. I'm back doing freelance design, and these days I work on my YouTube channel, and I really appreciate doing martial arts again just for fun. I lost some money with the whole gym endeavor, but I escaped with my health, marriage, and relationship with my children fully intact. Very grateful for that. So if you're thinking about starting a gym, the advice I have to everyone, and this doesn't just apply to owning a gym or anything like that, you have to be all in. You can't just have one foot in, and again, that is anything in life. So make sure you have the financial backing to endure the slow times, especially in the beginning. Make sure you have other instructors that can help. That was one of my missteps. You cannot teach every single class. You just cannot do it. And lastly, like I said, you just got to be fully committed. You have to give it your 100% attention. I simply wasn't able to do that time in my life. A few months ago, I promised myself I'd dedicate my YouTube channel to making funny videos. I know this one isn't funny, but this is a video I wanted to do for a while. I know the gym will live forever on social media, but I wanted to document this very special 3 years of my life. It was very challenging, but very exciting and very fulfilling. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.